Okay, so here is my poor man's PowerPoint presentation that I promised you, explaining why King Christian of Denmark was nicknamed the father-in-law of Europe because of how his children married into other monarchies and then their descendants continued to. So this is as best as I can do. I've messed around here to try and get this as close to the camera as I can. So, as you see, Prince Christian of Schleswig-Holstein-Sonderburg-Beck became King Christian IX of Denmark. And Princess Louisa Hesse of Hesse-Kassel became Louisa, Queen Consort of Denmark. And they had 6 children. Now, we're only going to be dealing with 3 of them. And the first one is Prince Frederick, King Frederick the VIII of Denmark, and his wife, Princess Louisa of Sweden, the Queen Consort of Denmark. Now, they had 3 kids which come into play here, and that's their first, their second, and their 5th. Now, their first child, Prince Christian of Denmark, he married Duchess Alexandrina of Mecklenburg-Schwerin, who became the Queen Consort of Denmark. And then they had Prince Frederick, King Frederick the IX of Denmark, and his wife, Princess Ingrid of Sweden, who became the Queen Consort of Denmark. Now, Ingrid was the daughter of Princess Margaret of Connaught, the Crown Princess of Sweden, who was the daughter of Prince Arthur of Sachsen-Coburg und Gotha. So, Ingrid would be Queen Victoria's great-granddaughter. So, Frederick and Ingrid had Princess Margrethe, who is the current Queen of Denmark. Try and pull this up here some. Then there was Prince Karl of Denmark, who became Haakon VII, King of Norway, who married Princess Maud of Wales, who became the Queen Consort of Norway. And as you know, she is the daughter, the youngest, of Bertie and Alexandra. Now, the 5th child, Princess Ingeborg of Denmark, she became the Duchess of Västergötland and married Princess Karl of Sweden and Norway, who was the Duke of Västergötland. Now, they had Princess Märtha of Sweden, Crown Princess of Norway, who married Prince Olav of Norway, who was the King of Norway. And they had Prince Harald, who is the current King of Norway, and his wife Sonja Haraldsson. She was a commoner. And of course, one of their children is Haakon, the Crown Prince of Norway, and his wife Mette-Marit. So there's one connection through one child. Now, Christian and Louisa's 3rd child, Prince George of Denmark, became George I of Greece, King of the Hellenes, and married Grand Duchess Olga Konstantinova of Russia, who became Queen Consort of the Hellenes. Now, we're going to deal with their first and their second kid. So, Prince Constantine of Greece, King of the Hellenes, married Princess Sophia of Prussia, who became Queen Consort of the Hellenes. Now, Princess Sophia is the daughter of Vicky and Frederick, the Emperor and the Empress of Russia, Vicky being Victoria's daughter. Now they had George II of Greece, King of the Hellenes, that married Prince Elizabeth, Queen Consort of the Hellenes. Now she was the daughter of Marie of Edinburgh, Queen Consort of Romania. And Marie's dad was King Alfred of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. Then there was Paul of Greece, King of the Hellenes, that married Princess Frederica of Hanover, whose mother was Princess Victoria Louise of Prussia, daughter of Kaiser Wilhelm. And they had Princess Sophia of Greece and Denmark that married Juan Carlos I, King of Spain, whose father was Infante Juan, Count of Barcelona, whose mother was Princess Victoria Eugenie, or Ina, whose mother was Beatrice of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. And then, of course, they had Philippe VI, who is the current King of Spain, with his consort Letizia Ortiz Rocasolano. She was a commoner. Now we'll go back down to the second child of George and Olga, who is Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark. And he married Princess Alice of Battenberg, Princess Andrew of Greece and Denmark. Now, of course, her mother was Princess Victoria of Hesse and by Rhine, daughter of Princess Alice of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. And then they, of course, had Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark, the current Duke of Edinburgh, and the consort to the British monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. So that's the third child, if my stupid fingers would cooperate. And then finally is Princess Dagmar of Denmark, who was the Tsarevna Maria Fyodorovna of Russia, and became Maria Fyodorovna, Empress Consort of Russia, marrying Grand Duke Alexander Alexandrovich of Russia, who became Alexander III, Emperor of Russia. Now, he is a brother of the Grand Duchess Maria Alexandrovna of Russia, who married Prince Alfred of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, Queen Victoria's son. And of course, they had Nikolai II Alexandrovich Romanov, Emperor of all of Russia, that married Princess Alex of Hesse and by Rhine, whose mother was Alice of Hesse and by Rhine, who was formerly Alice of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. I still don't think I did that justice. I can send these to you. I don't know if they'll make sense. They're my shorthand. But that's kind of what King Christian did. So he made all those connections. So therefore he kind of was a father-in-law of Europe. So hope that helps a little.